Okay, guys, if you want to skip this introduction where I'm talking about what each category means from the significators, because I get all these questions, oh, I teach the same cards everywhere. Now, these are significators. If you've already been through it, know what I'm doing, just jump forward. At 5 minutes, this is when the reading starts. Okay, for those of you who don't know, please go through it once. That's all it would take. Okay, and also you can check more about this reading on my website, cattarot.ca. Thank you. Hi guys, these are July X series, so let me make this generic introduction for the new ones and for those of you who actually forgot about these dimensions that I'm exploring over here. And I am going to put the stamp down in the description so you can just jump through it if you already know what this means, but this is not going to be that long. Please check on my website for this spread. It is on the special. Currently it is $50, and I'm not going only 1 month when I'm doing a private reading. I'm actually going up to 3 months and exploring this actually much deeper than here on the site. So okay, the very first category, it is a 1. It is a magician. This is telling me, is this meant to be? Sometimes you can be 30 years with a person and it's just simply not meant to be. So we are going to be exploring this dimension. Then, so basically, do you have everything that you can lift this relationship off the ground? And is it going to be really that fulfilling? Then the second one is temperance. In the upright situation, we are seeing an angel that is merging 2 different people together and successfully. And look, there's this shine on going from his halo, right? But in the reverse situation, I want to see what is really not working out. So I mean, every relationship has its own basically cross to bear. So here basically we are going to see what is the obstacle, what needs to be glued in this relationship. Queen of Wands is generally representing sometimes fire signs, but in this spread I always use Queen of Wands because this tells me about dating, feeling at their best, because people do come back because they kind of like want to feel as best to each other, right? So that's what's going to be like one significator. And second significator for your partner, which could be male or female, it is up to you. It's kind of intermingling kind of things, is going to be Knight of Wands. So if this is like on and off relationship, more or less like if that somebody's an ex, because again you want him to kind of gallop on a big horse and kind of like get you, or you want this energy flying. Or for those of you who are going through official breakups, would be King of Wands. So this is for on and off relationships, or if he's coming back, right? And now we have the 8 of Wands, and 8 of Wands is going to talk about the communication and the energy in between the two of you, just to see what's happening there. So Queen of Wands, how he or she sees you. 9 of Wands, how basically this person feels about themselves, what he thinks, what he feels. And then it's bringing it to Judgment. This is one of my actually 3 major karma cards, or 4 in total, because I also include Ace of Swords to be one of the karmic ones. So simply, what is karma talking about is connection. And lastly, the last category is going to be 4 of Wands. So here I really want to see if you guys are going to the next level, the quality of this relationship, and so on and so forth. So this is this much about the spread that we are going to be reading here for July. So we're going to go first 10 days, second 10 days, third 10 days, and then I'm going to give you a sneak peek for the beginning of August, because I have to do that a little bit later, because on the 1st I would have way too much work on my hands. So I'm moving this from the 7th to 7th. And guys, don't forget that I have the other types of readings. I have karmic readings, I have past life readings, I have 20 minutes, 40 minutes, depending on how many questions really you have. What is really also important for those of you who don't know, that there is also a Viber on Facebook, and I'm trying to kind of like give you different aspects of each card and kind of like give you kind of positive notes. So join in, and anybody who shares any of my posts this month is entered into a contest for getting one of these 3 readings. And for those 2 of you who still didn't contact me regarding the reading that you want for June, please do. All right, so let's jump in. Hi Geminis, welcome to your X series. So let's see if your X is coming back in this period, July and the first week of October, pardon me, of August. So let's see what kind of energies you have. Gemini, July 2017 and first week of August 2017. Gemini, July and first week of 2017. All right, so let's jump in. The toolbox. Whoa, Gemini on Gemini. Guys, what do you want to manifest? So pretty much anything that comes after is going to be optional, because you can manifest this love. You can attract the perfect partner. So let's see the obstacle. Some kind of secrets have to come out, and this maybe even means inner work, coming out with being who you really are versus to kind of like hesitation of showing off your real colors. So again, guys, these 2 kind of significators either can be you. So how are you seen? See, you might be coming back. Maybe there is somebody who you already know, somebody with whom you feel connected, somebody with whom you're one. And maybe that was not the best situation. Maybe the situation was written with some deception. Maybe it was a situation with secrets, and you're thinking, okay, maybe I should try come back and clear it and see if I can clear it, because if I can clear it, I see this potential. So let's see the communication. Wow, you have the third 6 over here reversed. So there is obviously an issue of giving and sharing, and this could be information, this could be finances. This could also mean that the third person is like interfering, maybe tapping into your resources. So that could be like a mix of kids, etc. And it is certainly calling you to kind of like create this balance. So how is the partner really thinking or feeling about himself or herself? See, they're like really not making a decision. 2 of Swords reversed means I am still not capable to go tap inside of me. They are kind of, okay, I'm afraid of making decision because I just don't see solution right now. You see, you and partner are really connecting in thoughts. I don't think necessarily that you'll communicate, but this is going to be a lots of inner work. So what is basically karma saying? Karma is saying, look, it's going to be something surprising. 9 of Wands in the upright position is a fighter, somebody who wants to go forward in spite of injuries, in spite of like having this feeling. Look at this. There is like still he's holding on to his wand because some strategy is needed. But here it is like, oh my gosh, like what happened? Kind of like somebody knocks you off your feet. Some kind of surprise would happen. So let's see the quality of your relationship. You know, this is kind of this feeling of being left out in the cold. And I guess this is the fear. And it could be monetary. It could be how you guys define abundance. And looks like, you know, this is that feeling of unity, but this unity has like few layers. It has like mental unity, it has financial unity, it has passionate unity, and has like really deep feelings. So there are like stipulations to it, sort of like that you would like this kind of unity to take place in a predictable way, and you're kind of fearing that you going back to this person may kind of, let's say, shun you from your family, from your friends. Maybe you're getting these messages, do not go, and kind of like you are kind of waiving all these options. So let's see from the 11th to the 20th. Well, King of Cups reversed nonetheless. So this is a quality of manipulation. This is a quality of maybe convincing yourself that this is what you want, but this is a person who tells you everything you want to hear, but they actually don't follow through. So all puff, no action, you know, like when you see the kitty cat, pff, and they're not a lion no matter how much they puff their fur. And also this could mean, guys, and I know it's summer in Northern Hemisphere, that it is a wine and beer time, so watch your consumption, and hopefully that's all there is. Kind of like maybe, yeah, maybe this can mean do not make love decision in intoxicated state. So yeah, you see there is the sadness. You see you have a 5 here and you have a 5 here, kind of, yeah, like each kind of argument with partner that is not handled properly kind of takes a little bit out of this relationship. It's kind of like stretching this glue, right? So this obviously needs attention, like the heart needs what it needs. You see, like, I mean, coming back doesn't mean coming back to sadness. You are willing to go back because you want happiness and you don't want manipulation. And maybe this is kind of like, oh my gosh, am I going to be kind of pulled into the direction of give and give and give? See, and hence you're wondering if this is the right time, because Ace of Wands reverse definitely kind of like means kind of like not pursuing the opportunity, right? So let's see the communication. See, it might be a communication, but it could be a little bit of bickering, or at the very least establishing boundaries. You see, it's another 5. You have lots of 5s, so it's lots of instability over here. But this is really good because you have to go through these phases, and every single level in the relationship we have to go into this this is adjustment, right? And kind of figure out who, what, where, and why. It is really important, and it could be really you have to stop short of being bullied or bullying somebody, because it's one thing asking for what you want, another thing is like other person not willing or not be able to give it to you. So it's literally, you cannot force anybody. You really have to be prepared that they say no, and this is that push and pull, and to see if you feel comfortable. It's a good card that talks about compromise. So about them, see, they are healing, like they also felt rejected. And see, we have 3 people here, we have 3 people here, we have a choice here. So was it you, Gemini, that strayed away? Maybe you strayed away because they strayed away before, and you was like returning the favor. Or are they for some reason feeling really rejected and not accepted? Because this is not a good place to be. This is certainly telling me that could be the third person involved. And it's a kind of painful feeling. It is like definitely asking for, you know, understanding that if something is truly yours, it's going to come back to you. But here it looks like you want to create this, but they have this feeling also if this is for their highest good. So they could be those who are really crying and who are feeling manipulated. So either or, you probably know which one you are here. So let's see the karma. Karma again, like it's following this Ace of Wands. It's saying, look, not the time to go forward. We have to establish some rules here, right? Because this goes back to Hierophant, and Hierophant is all about rules. It's all about the agreements between the 2 people, and then together following those rules, right? That's why people get along easier with somebody who is like from their kind of like societal level, from their religion, because they don't have those extra obstacles of continuously negotiating. Oh, well, this is what it means for you because that's what I want. So that's all there is. So see, it could be some spying, it could be some wondering like really if what you are hearing is really truth, you know. But this could be also kind of like certain pain about if kids are involved, that, you know, they have been affected in this whole situation, and that kind of like is making especially your partner feel horrible. But it could mean also kind of trying to kind of do a little bit of detective work and checking Instagram, Facebook, etc. Okay, so let's see from the 21st to 31st. So this is good. So it's kind of like, you know, you're not fully open, you're kind of like not facing forward, but you're like kind of still in your thoughts, facing in a distance. There's still choice, and I wonder, am I going to build this life together, and what can we make it work together, and how would that look like? It's kind of like partial success going forward. So this is actually good. You see, like you have the Ace of Wands, which kind of like it's not the right time. And here's saying, look, there is like understanding from all this thinking that, like, you know, there's certain things are burdens here, and certain things have to go. Literally, like non-negotiable. This has to go, and something else has to be born out of it. So, look, you're Gemini. This is air. You are going forward. You're deciding to go forward, and no fear. Literally, you will just like really go after what you want and state your case. See, it's kind of coming into yourself. This is going to the next level, but it's going in a really good way, with feeling really good about who you are, feeling really good in your skin, and saying to yourself, I prefer to be single than be in a bad relationship. So this is like coming back, like kind of resolving some issues. See, your partner is kind of impatient. They kind of think, because I guess you had this hesitancy, you first said, oh sure, let's talk about it, then you pull back, and then they're like, maybe they have been taken by this, and maybe this is what kind of hurt them. But here now they are like trying to charge forward, but this is all good. So everybody is going forward. And karma is saying, be careful, this is still not in full balance, right? It still takes few things than two. It takes right time, right place, right opportunity, right person, right? So it's asking you not to rush into things. It looks like it's some kind of, you want to rush it, but they kind of like are impatient, but sort of like it's a mixed message over here that you're going to see. They're impatient, but they actually don't want to move very fast. They just sort of like want to get direction. So Temperance is asking, kind of like doing things in moderation, kind of like don't, like you see, because like you guys have an amazing amount of fast energy, right? So let's see. Yeah, it's going to slow down. This is kind of like moving slow, if at all. So again, I have all these pages over here. This is kind of confusing, because this could be kids, or it could be simply kind of like there are still things that are holding you back. So let's see the sneak peek for the first week of August. You see the healing. So this is what holds you back. There is like still the sadness. One of you is still into that, and there is like still looks like something has been, like the third person, it looks like this kind of has to heal in order to move forward. See, and this is another 10. Wheel of Fortune that needs to, like, right, like you need a break. You guys need a break, because it was a lots of things. It kind of felt like one after another, and like you need to start to feel happy, because what's the point of making it work if that's not that feeling? So see, you're slowly, like, stepping out from fear of how do you go into this forward. So here you wanted to charge, but I guess you pull back, and then again here it is, okay, maybe it's not really that I would be stuck as I felt. Maybe this can go somewhere. But again, like, look at this, there's still enormous amount of anxiety. This is enormous amount of wonder, but it is 9. It's coming to the culmination with this person. Like 9 on 9, it's really in the last phase, and 10 is just about to turn. You see, this person is feeling rejected because you're going through your own things, and they just want, it looks like, look, they have indecision, and they have hurt, and they want to move forward, but like, you see what I said, the right time and the right place is still not happening. You see, karma is saying, okay, this, if you go forward with this right now, it's going to be about victory, it's going to be about sex. This is not a win-win situation then, right? And that would be escaping from problems, just resolving something to make you feel good in the moment. So guys, remember, you obviously can manifest whatever you want this month. This is your month. Just manifest things, and that's why you will feel that you are in charge. You will look how many sixes you have. Six, 6. It's just like, this is all kind of like relationship building energy, and you are really making sure this is the right person. You're really making sure about that, because there is like this wonder if this person is a manipulator, or if you will feel comfortable, if this is like really, really good thing. So you're making sure that you're taking this super slow. So maybe at times this is not moving at all. So that's lots of misunderstanding. Communication will go a little bit to the fritz. So let me know, guys. I really want to know what's going on in your life for you. Would love to hear from you. I love your comments. You are like air sign and you're shy sign. So hey, I challenge you to just say hi. And please, for the new, subscribe, like, share. That is always appreciated. And yeah, check the monthlies as well. So thank you guys for listening, and I wish you a great month. I'll talk to you soon. And you know what? I love you. All the best.